Hola, darlings. It's Mo.B.Outside. Welcome to the pregame. Now, ordinarily, we're talking about things that are going on in Philadelphia, the movers, the shakers, all of the creators and the curators. But today we're talking about the B side. The B side is the right side, right? For the people that know, if you've ever flipped from the A side to the B side on anything, you know that the B side was where you could take your time and slow down. And speaking of slowing down, it occurred to me almost 20 episodes in that I've never done an introduction. I've never introduced myself properly, one, to the pregame, but also two, to Philadelphia. I sort of just showed up. So let's talk about it. So, who is Mo.B.Outside? Hi, my name is Monique, and I'm actually Mo.B.Outside. My last name does begin with a B, so in all the ways. And so, for my day ones, know that I originally was on TikTok. And so, on TikTok, I randomly made a video about a Dune Day and the Side Jawn. Anybody doesn't know about Odunde, it is one of the largest African American festivals in the nation, held right here in Philadelphia. In addition to that, if you don't know about the Side Jawn, which you should at this point because they're coming up on year 25. Shout out to Al, shout out to Craig. But the Side Jawn is adjacent to Odunde. So they are not competing events. They're absolutely harmonious and have always been harmonious. And so the Side Jawn is some of Philadelphia's best DJs, literally a little block party right right down Bainbridge. Okay, so I made this post, and any local Philadelphians know after Dune Day is Juneteenth. So someone says, "Hey, Mo, what's going on for Juneteenth?" I stitched their comment with things that I'd already sent my girlfriends. I sent my girlfriends, things that were going on in Circa Green. I sent my girlfriends some events that were happening at local restaurants, some art galleries, things like that. And it went viral. So my little followers of 500, shout out to my day ones, shout out to my current ones, because we are almost at 30,000 followers across all platforms. My 500 followers went to 2,000 followers. And people in my comments were like, Mo, can you do this every week? Mo, can you do this every week? Absolutely, I can. And this wasn't something that I needed to research initially. Today I do. And so if you're looking to work with me, one, hit that follow button, subscribe here on YouTube, follow me, Mo.B.Outside, TikTok and Instagram, but click the link in my bio. I want to work with you. I want to talk to you. I want to highlight your event. And then, fill out the form. Let's figure out what we can do. Okay? So beyond that, right, I wasn't doing research. I am the extroverted, introverted friend. I absolutely want to know what's going on in the city, and I was sending all of these events to my friends. So there was a ton of organic growth over the past year. So again, 500 followers went to 2,000 followers. I started out just on TikTok, and I was doing like 30 events a week, 30 events a post sometimes, because our city is lively. There's so much going on. Then I had to tailor it back. And so from that TikTok, everybody's not on TikTok. So then I had to make an Instagram. Well, if I have an Instagram, then I need a link in my bio to sort of bring that all together and provide more information. Well, if I'm going to talk about all these events, I should probably interview some people to see what's going on ahead of time, because that's why we're here, right? You want to know about what's going on ahead of time so you can plan accordingly. Send my posts to the group chat, right? And then stay in the know of what's going on in the city, so then you can pick and choose what you want to get into on any given day, right? So here I am. Today, a couple weeks ago, was my birthday. My birthday is January 3rd. Shout out to the Capricorns. Okay. And so in 2023, I decided to become more consistent. So I'd been posting, let's call it 3 or 4 months or so on TikTok. And then I, started this little Instagram, page. And I was like, what would happen if I was more consistent? Because I saw that I was consistent with myself in my professional life and my personal life, lots of different things, but I wasn't consistent as I could be. And I saw some potential in this platform because I was getting all of this wonderful feedback from my community, from my city, saying, Mo, this is needed. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So I did. And so what I can say, January 2024, we went from 500 followers on Instagram to 17.5 thousand followers on Instagram. And I'm looking to keep growing. I want our city to know what the beautiful spots are. I think all too often there's a lot of media and there's a lot of noise around why Philly ain't ... And Philly's not dot, dot, dot. And Philly don't support, and Philly don't, you know what I mean? And there's lots of people that left the city with this icky taste in their mouth, talking about why they can't stand Philly because there's nothing going on. But the way that I see Philly as a beautiful, vibrant place. Yes, it's urban, period. Urban. Just like New York, just like Atlanta, just like Paris, just like LA, just like all of those other urban places that are beautiful in their own right, but also have a good amount of violence and crime. Same thing here, right? And so what the gift that I can give my city is being an honorary Jawn. I am not originally from Philadelphia. I am from Culpeper, Virginia. I came here for undergrad, Philadelphia University, which is now Jefferson. Shout out to the Rams. And then, fell in love, stayed for a little bit. Then I became a dragon at LeBeau School of Business. So I've been here professionally from an education perspective. I've worked in the city. And for anybody that wants to talk crazy to me, I paid Mayor Nutter's taxes. Like, don't talk to me crazy, okay? I've lived in South Philly. I've lived in Fairmont. I've lived in various parts of the city. So what I can say is, being an honorary Jawn, I am gifting my perspective to the rest of my fellow honorary Jawns. There's a lot of transplants here, y'all. There's also a lot of native Philadelphians that have never been to First Fridays and walked around Old City, Fishtown, Germantown to, check out some of the art. There's a lot of Philadelphians that have never listened to live music on the Parkway every summer. There's so much to discover in our city. Not to mention new restaurants that are continuing to open, new curators that are coming up with new ideas and sort of new to the scene. So one of my favorite things is finding a new thing in an old place. And if I can give that to you, I hope that you would accept it. Thank you so much for following along in my journey. This is me. I'm Mo. This is a pregame. This is the B-side. If you're not doing so, please, please, please click that follow button, subscribe, and I'm going to see you outside, sending you the energy that you need to have the week you desire.